I'm Milton Chang of Bonsai Heirloom. Today is May 16. We just finished this bonsai, pruning this bonsai, and I have a lot of cuttings from it, and I can make a lot of new bonsais out of it, new trees out of it. So I'll show you how to do that. It's actually really easy, and if you follow my method, the success rate is well excess of 50%. Close to 80% or 90%. It's that easy. So we have a lot of cutting from the old tree, and we can propagate. I can show you how to propagate this. What you do is you cut it right below a node. That's where the root wants to come out. And you do 1, 2, 3 approximately, or 4 for that matter. And not very critical, or even 2. And then you do another one. And the top is okay too, although it gets too tender, I think. And so you may want to end right here. So you see, just from that little cutting, you have 3 new plants someday, if you follow my method. So you never need to buy trees if you keep up, you learn the techniques. So without boring you to do a whole lot of them, let me just do a couple more branches, and then I'll show you how to do it. 1, 2, 3, and I peel off the redundant leaves. Like this, I may cut it into 2 to prevent the significant loss of liquid or humidity. So I don't think I need to go too. I think more likely the semi-hardened wood is a good thing to use. And then I do one more, and then I'll go get the soil mix. The soil mix is not very different from what I use, and I don't like this curve because then the tree is a little crooked. You can do 2 things. You can straighten it out a bit. It will straighten out, right? So you have a straight tree, or you just start over here. So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another good thing to do is the following. You leave a little bit for it to get the light to feed the roots. And then what you do is I like to do this, scar it on both sides. That helps absorbing the root growth, absorbing liquid and the root growth. Not very critical. New branches will come out of the bottom too, so you're gonna have a lot of trees. Like you don't need this because you would dry out the tree, so you pull the opposite side so you have the branch coming out this way and that way. And then you do this. Doesn't have to be too deep so long as you scar the bark and the ambient layer, cambium layer. I choose this particular tree because the leaves tend to be a little bit glossy. The origin of this seed is actually from Taiwan. This variety of Trident Maple is very desirable because the leaves is less likely to dry out in the summer and stay nice. Okay, that's enough, and I will now get some soil mix and show you how to root it. So now I'll dip this cutting into root tone. I think it's called root tone, yeah. Hormone 3, and then I poke a little hole, and I put it in. Poke a little hole and put it in. Depth isn't very critical if the soil mix is correct. You can see I can put a lot of these cuttings in one plant and wind up getting a lot of bonsai. And then I firm up the soil by shaking it and pushing it down, and then water it and pushing it down again. So I'll do the rest of it, and I'll probably create 50 to 100 little bonsai trees to share with people or sell it. I have a lot of cuttings, and I can do 50 to 100 in this pot and to propagate them, and about actually close to 100% will succeed. And the mix I use is the 1 part perlite, 1 part vermiculite, and 1 part peat moss, because it needs the air and need the moisture to keep it moist, and keep it in the shade and cover it with a plastic if you like, but I don't find that necessary. You notice the mix I use does not have the sandy loam because that restricts the air to the rooting, to the cutting, which needs a lot of air for rooting. So thank you for watching our video. like my video. That gives me some encouragement. Subscribe to our channel so that we can notify you the progress. I will show you these maybe 3 months from now to show how they already sprouted and growing. And for sure, every 3 to 6 months, henceforth, to show you the progress of these trees. So that will be fun for you to watch to see how bonsai trees are made from the beginning. Well, thank you very much.